Ever get that feeling you're being watched? It's a strange sensation, isn't it? You could be minding your own business, completely absorbed in whatever you're doing, and then suddenly, you feel it. That prickling at the back of your neck, the inexplicable urge to look around. You look up from your cuppa and bam! There it is. That intense gaze fixed right on you. Your dog's giving you that intense stare. It's almost as if they're trying to communicate something profound, something only they understand. You know, the one that melts your heart and creeps you out just a tad, all at the same time. Those big, expressive eyes that seem to hold a world of secrets. What's going on behind those big, soulful eyes? Are they filled with love, curiosity, or perhaps a hint of mischief? Are they plotting world domination, imagining a grand adventure, or simply wondering when their next meal will be, contemplating the mysteries of the universe? Perhaps they're pondering the meaning of life, or just trying to figure out why humans do the things they do. Or maybe, just maybe, they want a biscuit. That simple, delicious treat that makes their tail wag with joy. The truth is, dogs stare for all sorts of reasons. It's their way of communicating with us, their beloved, if slightly clueless humans. It's their way of communicating with us, their beloved, if slightly clueless humans. They haven't quite mastered English yet, though some reckon they understand walkies perfectly well. They haven't quite mastered English yet, though some reckon they understand walkies perfectly well. So they rely on a complex system of stares, wags, and well-timed barks to get their point across. So next time your furry friend fixes you with that laser focus, don't panic. They're not about to launch into a Shakespearean monologue, though wouldn't that be something? They're not about to launch into a Shakespearean monologue, though wouldn't that be something? They're trying to tell you something. But what? They're trying to tell you something. But what? Is it a plea for attention, a request for food, or simply a way to connect with you on a deeper level? Read on, dear reader, and unlock the secrets of the canine gaze. Discover the fascinating world of dog communication and learn to understand those eyes that speak volumes. Let's face it, dogs are attention seekers. They have an uncanny ability to sense when we're distracted and will do just about anything to bring our focus back to them. They thrive on our pats, our praise, and the occasional sneaky treat. It's not just about the physical affection, it's the emotional connection that makes them feel secure and loved. So when your canine companion parks themselves directly in your line of sight and stares you down with an intensity that would make a statue blush, they're probably after one thing: your undivided attention. This behavior is their way of saying, "Hey, look at me, I'm here and I need you." Maybe you've been glued to your phone for too long, ignoring their adorable antics. In today's digital age, it's easy to get lost in the virtual world and forget about the real-life companions right in front of us. Or perhaps you've dared to engage in the radical act of having a conversation with another human being. Dogs don't quite understand why we would want to talk to anyone else when they're around. Whatever the reason, your furry friend is feeling a bit neglected and wants you to put down the mobile, ditch the conversation, and focus on what's truly important: them. They crave your attention and companionship more than anything else. And let's be honest, who can resist those puppy dog eyes? Those soulful, pleading looks are designed to melt our hearts and make us forget whatever else we were doing. Those pleading stares are practically an Olympic sport, and our furry friends are gold medalists. They know exactly how to work their charm to get what they want. So next time your dog turns on the charm, give in and shower them with some love. They deserve it. After all, the bond between a dog and their owner is one of the purest forms of love and loyalty. Dogs are masters at reading our body language. They know a raised eyebrow from a furrowed brow, a smile from a frown. In fact, they're so attuned to our expressions that they often seem to know what we're thinking before we do. Which is a little unnerving, but we'll let it slide. So when your dog is staring at you intently, they might be trying to decipher your mood. Are you happy, sad, stressed? Are you about to grab the lead for a walk? Or worse, are you reaching for the dreaded vacuum cleaner? By studying your face, your dog is gathering valuable information about your emotional state and what you might do next. It's their way of staying one step ahead, the clever little sausages. Dogs have developed a whole repertoire of subtle and not so subtle cues to let us know what they need. And when it comes to essential activities like walkies, dinner time, or a good scratch behind the ears, they're not afraid to use them. So if your dog is giving you the look and you're fresh out of cuddles, it might be time to consider their other needs. Have they been for their daily constitutional? Is their water bowl looking a bit sparse? Or maybe, just maybe, they've spotted the biscuit tin and are engaging in some strategic staring. Whatever the reason, a good rule of thumb is, if your dog is staring, it's probably trying to tell you something. So, put on your detective hat, channel your inner Sherlock Bones, and see if you can crack the canine code. Let's be honest, our furry friends are not known for their restraint when it comes to culinary matters. They're always up for a snack, whether it's a gourmet dog biscuit or a stray crumb that's mysteriously fallen on the floor. So, if your dog is giving you the "I'm starving" stare, complete with drool puddles and a whimper or two, it's probably time to check their food bowl. They might be genuinely hungry, or they might just be trying their luck. Either way, a well-timed treat never hurt anyone, except maybe your waistline if you're not careful. Just make sure you're not giving in to those puppy dog eyes every time, or you'll end up with a very spoilt and possibly rotund canine companion. Now for the soppy stuff. Sometimes your dog's stare is nothing more than a pure expression of love. They look at you with those big, adoring eyes, and you just know they think the world of you, even if you did accidentally step on their tail that one time. This kind of stare is different from the feed me or walk me stare. It's softer, gentler, and often accompanied by a relaxed body posture and a gentle tail wag. It's their way of saying, "You're my favorite human, and I'm so happy you're here, so soak it up." Those moments of pure, unconditional love are what make dog ownership so special. It's like a warm hug for your soul, with the added bonus of fur and 4 legs. Dogs might not speak our language, but they have their own unique ways of communicating with us. Although, let's be honest, they're probably picking it up faster than some humans we know. They listen intently, their ears perking up at the sound of our voices, trying to understand every word we say. But that doesn't mean they're not trying to communicate. In fact, dogs are constantly sending us signals through their body language and facial expressions. Their stares are just one of the many ways they try to tell us what they need, how they're feeling, and what they want from us, and how much they love us. A gentle nuzzle or a warm cuddle can speak volumes about their affection and trust. So, pay attention to your furry friend's gaze. It's a window into their world, revealing their thoughts and emotions. Learn to read their subtle cues. A wagging tail, a tilted head, or even a slight change in their posture can tell you so much. You might be surprised at what you discover. The more you observe, the more you'll understand their unique language. And who knows, you might even become fluent in dog. Imagine being able to understand their needs and desires with just a glance. Or at least be able to tell the difference between "I need a wee" and "is that bacon I smell?" The world of canine communication is a fascinating and rewarding one to explore. It's a journey that deepens the bond between you and your furry friend. So go forth and bond with your furry friend on a whole new level. Embrace the challenge of understanding their language. Just be prepared for a lot of staring contests. These moments of connection are priceless and will bring you closer together. And maybe invest in some extra durable slippers. After all, understanding their language doesn't mean they'll stop being mischievous. Those puppy dog eyes are powerful things. They can melt your heart and make you forget about that chewed-up slipper. So, cherish every moment and enjoy the journey of learning to communicate with your dog. It's a bond like no other.